This week we are talking about morning routines,
My review of the movie The Photograph,
the importance of seeking God,
and how to rock these bomber jackets in your real world.
Yeah, so you want to stay tuned for all of that, and definitely our Gas Me Up songs for the week.
Hey.
Welcome to Girl, I Got Questions TV.
Yes, the talk show for the woman who is trying to figure it out and pull it together. Y'all, I am Yasmin Williams-Woods. I am a speaker, a writer, and a conqueror because I help women conquer life and everything it throws at them by leveraging the courageous love of Jesus.
And I am Shayna Berkeley, your neighborhood stylist, your stylist next door, and I'm here to teach you how to rock the trends in your real world. And we're your co-hosts for this awesome talk show.
Yes, and we're going to get right into our signature segment, and It is called Mama Ain't Raised No Fool. Because the woman who asks the question remains a fool for 5 minutes, but the woman who does not ask a question remains a fool forever.
And Mama did not raise no fool. So before we get to our question, a couple housekeeping things. Make sure you guys hop in the comments. Y'all tell us your thoughts on our segments. Like and subscribe and invite a friend to join the conversation with us, guys. And I also wanted to I'm going to reach over here and get our computer.
Yes.
I also wanted to highlight some of our amazing followers and subscribers who've been so kind and interacted with us. So first is Marcia. Hey, Marcia. After that is GIGQ 42, Amber Clark, Joe Liz, Tiara, Akiva, Faye, Lindsay, Siri, Amber, and Sunny Delight. So those are our spotlights today for people who have been so kind to interact with us and comment on the show. So if you want a shout out next week or in the coming weeks, be sure you comment, like, subscribe.
Send us some questions. And look, y'all definitely want to follow on Instagram
Yes.
at Girl I Got Questions TV, because let me tell you, Shayna, you keep it together in those stories. Like, you don't want to miss the world's greatest memes.
Yes.
So do all of that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Now tell us about our question of the week.
Yes, so this is actually inspired by a meme, and it's a meme about, first thing we do when we wake up is we check our Instagram. We don't even know if we can walk yet, but we're checking our Instagram. And so Shayna will actually share that one this week for you. But the question is inspired by that meme, and it is, do you think there's a right or wrong morning routine, or what is your morning routine?
Okay. All right, you start because I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so, I'm a Jesus girl through and through. That's my boo. For me, women are always like, you need to wake up first thing in the morning and read the Bible and get your coffee and sit and have your quiet time. I'm here for it. Do you, sis? Yes, you need to have time with Jesus. However, my kids wake up at 6 a.m. and I had somebody tell me like, well, you need to wake up at 4:30. Okay, no, I don't. So for me, y'all know, I just feel like people need to do what works for them and do what they want to do, because that's why God created you that way. So let me get to the point. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to have a morning routine. Now, a perfect morning for me is if I do wake up like at between 5 and 6, so I'm up before my kids. But I have to go ahead, brush my teeth, make the beds, get semi-dressed, and then spend time with Jesus. Because on days where the first thing I wake up and I just like go to my Bible, then I'm really unproductive on those days. I find that I'm more tired. But lastly, I don't go to my phone until after I've gotten the kids to school.
Oh, okay, that's good.
It overwhelms me. Y'all know how I feel about the phone. It overwhelms me. So I can't do social media, text anybody before like 9.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm there too because I'm asleep. But I don't think there's a perfect morning routine, and my morning routine changes. So I'm the person who wakes up. If I gotta be out the house at 9:30, if I gotta be out the house at 9:30, I'm up by 9 o'clock. 9:07, depending on if I know what I'm wearing, right? Or how cute I gotta be. And so my morning routine is to wake up and go. You're welcome. But the hardest part of my day is deciding to rise. So I don't have a morning routine, and every now and again I think it's interesting for your mind and for your body to try new things in your morning. So I failed miserably at this, but for I think it was like 1 month, I woke up at 6:30 and I read my Bible, which really meant I was present but not present. I would still have sleep. I don't wake up that early, and so for me it wasn't productive, but the productive in like terms of how one would measure effectiveness or productivity. But the reason why I did it, and I would call it a success, is because I think I showed God, like, Lord, I'm not good at this. I don't remember or recall. I'm not like on my face, Shirley Caesar style. But I'm willing to try. And I'm willing to sacrifice. And I think sometimes God just wants to know, are you willing to put in the work? It's not about, did you write the devotional? It's like, are you willing to put in the work? And I do go to my phone before I know if I can walk every day, every single day. And I'm like, well, God, if I can't walk, at least I know I can still read.
There you go.
Because I've been on Instagram and I done read out on these and I done liked them and screenshot them. So my friend has a morning routine where she like does affirmations and she works out. I'm terrible at working out early in the morning. I need energy. I'm a night owl, like, so I need to have energy and focus, and that comes from me kind of like moving around and get my day started. So I mean, also that's from a single person who does not consider what time kids get up. When my goddaughter, or like when my sister them over my house, I mean my niece, child. I'm like, the sun is still asleep. Come back when the sun wake up, you know, or go play in the room. Kids they add a whole different layer. And like, how dare you? How dare you want me to get up before 6 o'clock? Okay, Jesus is asleep. I know he don't sleep or slumber, but he is resting. He did rest.
He did. This is very true.
He resting too. So you rest thine soul, okay? Because he gonna get back to your email, your voicemail, or your text message when he's finished resting as well. So I ain't got no time for it.
I'm with you on the whole you need energy thing. Though. That's why, like, before I can go to my Bible, I need to put a load of laundry in the washer. I need to do something physical before I go to the Bible. And I like this idea of trying new things, because people argue that you can train your body and don't say you're not a morning person, etc. Look, you've been living with you longer than anybody else. You know what works. You know when's your most productive time of the day. So instead of pressuring yourself to have a certain routine the way everybody else is doing it, find what works for you. And that does come from trying different things. And
I mean, it's so many different thoughts on that. Like, so if I had an assignment due, because people tell me this all the time. They're like, okay, Shayna, but people's working hours and their waking hours, I'm like, that's totally fine. But if I tell you I'm going to get something to you on Wednesday, I do it on Tuesday night. So when you wake up on Wednesday, it's your Wednesday, right? And you can work on it in your leisure. And so I've learned to have a routine that circumvents, or like work smarter, not harder, the way that America or the rest of the world, quote unquote, works, because it doesn't work for me. I can be up and physically present all day and night. But if you want me to actually have output, then you want to let me work in my genius on it. I don't apologize for where my genius on is. So I don't think there's a right or wrong morning routine. This is based on how your mornings are and what your life is. And if you work at night, then your morning routine going to be to sleep. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely checking Instagram before I can walk. I don't apologize. I ain't sorry.
That's all right. Hey, do what you got to do.
That was fun. I like that idea. So if y'all have any questions, right? Or you have anything else to say about the morning routine?
No, I don't. Go for it.
Okay, if you have any questions, right? Or if you have anything you want us to talk about, then go ahead and submit those questions or comments to us via email or in our comments. And we'll discuss like our thoughts on the questions that you're trying to answer in your own life. Like, is there a right or wrong morning routine? So that was fun. But we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is Yasmin's favorite segment, Faith-Filled and Fabulous.
All right, this is the Faith-Filled and Fabulous segment. You already know you cannot be fabulous all the way as God intended you to be unless you are filled with faith. And you cannot be filled with faith and not be fabulous. So, welcome to Faith-Filled and Fabulous. I've been giving y'all all type of alliterations. This week, I'm not going to do that. We are going to focus. I love alliteration. But this week, we're just going to focus on one word, and that word is seek. I'm going to take us to a couple of scriptures, but I want to start us in the 63rd Psalm, and just the first verse. Y'all forgive me, I had this marked. There we go. And so Psalm 63 verse 1 says, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water." And I wanted to start there because the words, my soul thirsts for you. As women, as people, we we go after so many things in life. We're in pursuit of the next level of success, the house, the savings, the boo, the babe, the degree, the stamps in our passports, all these things we are in pursuit of. But once we attain them, we are still missing something, or we are still, it doesn't provide us that fulfillment, that joy, that peace like we thought it would. And it is because those things are great, but what at the heart of every desire, what your soul is longing for is for God. You are thirsting for him. So again, we are focusing on the word seek. I want to take y'all to one of my favorite scriptures. You know, there's so many. It's such a good book. But Matthew 6:33, where the Bible says, "Seek ye first his kingdom, and all these things will be added." So the peace, the joy, whatever it is that you are in pursuit of, God is saying, "Hello, seek me first, and everything else is going to be added." Yeah. Don't worry about it. And then there's Hebrews 6:11, where the Bible says, ultimately, we paraphrase this so much. I'm going to read you the full scripture, but the way we paraphrase it is, God rewards those who seek him diligently. So again, we got two verses here where it's like, all you need to do is seek God, put God first, and all those other things that you feel you want, if it's in God's will, he's going to provide it. But you're going to be so wrapped up in him, so consumed in seeking him, that you're going to feel fulfillment. And boo, sis, I want you to be fulfilled, okay? And then let me take you to, I want to read y'all that one correctly, how it is, because culture done got me wrong. Hebrews 11:6 actually says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." You gotta believe it. You gotta believe that he is going to reward you for seeking him. And once you believe it, hopefully you will go ahead and start seeking him like crazy. Because for real, Matthew 6:33, everything else will be added. And then I want to take y'all to Lamentations 3:25, where the Bible says, "The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him." Y'all, he's good to you if you seek him. All right? It's like all these promises. I think it's so simple. All we got to do, people, is believe and seek. That's it. That's it. All right, one last one before we wrap up. And this one is Jeremiah 29:13. Let's see if I snapshotted it. I don't think I did, but let me take you to it. So Jeremiah's, what did I say? 29:13. And we were just talking about church on Sunday, and when the pastor says a book of the Bible, and I'm like, look, I know where most of them are, but not that one. I'm so glad I know what Jeremiah is.
I'm glad too, sis.
But all right, so Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with your whole heart." Mm-hmm. I want God. Girl, I got questions. And God is the answer. I need them. But God is saying, if you seek me, you're going to find me. So we have multiple promises here, which is why I wanted to focus on this word. First, if you seek him first, everything will be added. God, rewards those who seek him diligently. If you seek him, you will find him. Your soul is thirsting for him. I know there's so many other things that you desire in your heart, but at the root of it is God. So seek him. Seek him, sis. I want you to win. Yeah. Go and seek God. And that's all I got for us this week.
That's good. And you know what? I think that on our Instagram that check back for, because that leads me for a question to say, well, how do I seek him? And I think that would be a really interesting question to answer on our Instagram. So yeah, it's gonna post this week, or probably when you're watching this a couple days ago, about how to seek him and her, opinion or tips on how to seek him. I think that's a great conversation that we'll continue to have, because I don't believe that there's one right answer. That we can seek him lots of different ways and different phases in our lives, and how parents may seek him, and how if you're looking for a healing, you may seek him, or if you're looking for a relationship, you may seek him, or if you're looking for a church home, you may, you seek differently based on what it is that you need and where you are. And all of our biblical giants seeked him in different ways, but they all found him.
Yes, I love that. That is such a good point. So we will definitely continue the conversation. Hop in the comments, head on over there, because you don't want to miss the conversation. I'm excited to give us some concrete ways in which we can seek him.
Yeah, and one more thing is, how can they find you? How can they learn more about your ministry?
Yes, so Instagram at Yasmin_Williams-Woods. Head over to my website, www.yasminwilliamswoods.com, and you can join our community of conquerors there. And then my YouTube channel, which is just Yasmin Williams-Woods.
Yeah, so you know you owe when you say www. We just aged both of us. Okay.
My bad. I apologize.
Well, thank you for that. Yes. Seek God, people. Seek Him.
Seek Him. All right, y'all. I don't know if you know this, but my girl Shayna is a movie buffer. Like, she loves movies, and she will like give you all the good advice if you should see it, if you should not. So I think it's a good time to hear her share some of her passion. I know just recently you went to see The Photograph.
I did.
Yes.
So this segment is called Living Large and Taking Charge. Big boy.
You gotta say it like that.
Big boy. Yeah. It's in honor of one of my favorite movies, top 5 for sure, Baps. I think that was Halle Berry's best film. So y'all make sure y'all see it. And I love movies second to fashion. That really like a really close second to fashion. Like that is my thing. Because I just love the idea of storytelling and having autonomy to really give the world something that you've produced and created. And so I'm gonna tell you about this segment. It's gonna happen in 3 parts, right? So the first part, I'm just gonna explain the plot of the movie. So if you haven't seen it, because I know you haven't seen it, you'll have some sort of understanding of it. And the second thing, I'll tell you my highs and places for growth. I consider myself an audience auditor, right? So I'm not a critic. I don't look to poke holes. I'm very interested in the audience experience and how they live and breathe and insert themselves in the story. And I also consider myself a cinema celebrator. So I always talk about the great things that they've done because they work really hard to make these movies.
Yes.
And the last part of this will be our grading scale. So some people do, 5 stars or 2 thumbs up or
what
an
are we
A
gonna
to
do?
F. We're going to do what I call Killmongers, okay? So I'm going to give him a 1 through a 5 Killmonger. Killmonger, obviously from Black Panther, because I love the character development of Killmonger. He was dynamic, and he had like tension, and he was a little bit troubled, but then he was like, I kind of understand what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
He had so much a fullness of a humanity in who he was, and I thought that was just such a testament to his character development. And so because of that, he will be our grading scale to see if it really was a full, holistic movie. All right, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so the plot. The Photograph is about a woman named May, who is Issa Rae's character. Her mother's name is Christina. Keep on these names so you'll know what happens, right? Her mother's name is Christina, and she died. And so she got a letter from Christina and is trying to figure out who her mother was as a woman, because she experienced her in a negative light as a mother. But we know that our mothers are a sum total of lots of different experiences. Simultaneously, a guy named Michael Block, who's played by Lakeith Stanfield's character, was writing a story, met a guy, and saw a picture on his mantle, and it was Christina, Issa Rae's mother. And so he's like, this is interesting. Their history is interesting. He met May, and then they created this journey of love and self-discovery.
Sweet.
That's what happened in the movie. So I didn't write down my highs and lows. I'm just going to kind of go through them as I feel them, right? So the first thing that I think overall is something to be celebrated is that it was a non-struggle love movie, right? Everybody was like, I love bloody basketball. Struggle love, okay?
Yeah.
You took the girl to McDonald's in my face. Disrespectful. You coming in my mama window? Like, no, sir, Bob. You tried it, you failed, and then you gonna try to, I'm gonna play you for your heart. You didn't play me for mine. Right,
Yep.
that's what
I'm
it's
with
like.
you.
Struggle love, right? So it was a non-struggle love. It was about 2 people who were bringing their histories together to see if a journey will work as human beings, and that's really what it is. If your love is he have a baby, he secretly is across, it's too much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I love that it was a non-struggle love. It was beautiful and really silent, unspoken ways.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of the times when you look back on your favorite memories with people or your old relationships, those are the moments you remember. It's not like, yes, it was a million roses. It was like this one rose, right? That really made the difference. So it was non-struggle love. I really like that. The things that I thought they could grow on is when, and people don't consider this, but let's say you went on a date, right? And he told you 25 stories and only told you the ending of 10. You're not thinking, wow, I know him a lot better. You're thinking, I wonder what happened with his daddy, right? You think about the stories that were untold.
Yes.
And so because they gave so many different arcs and so many different pathways, particularly about her mom's story, which if you ask me, the real story was the mom's story. Issa Rae was a B character, and that was kind of pushing the story along in a modernized way. But I would say a good half of the movie was about the mom, which means it's not all about Issa Rae's character, right?
Yeah.
And so they told about the Issa Rae grandmama, and they told about her moving. We kind of got a little bit about her remarrying the guy in New York. And so it's all these different points of movement happening, and you're like, I have so many questions about the mom. You really can't focus on Issa Rae's character's experience. Secondly, Issa Rae talked a lot about how her mom was the bad mom, but all the flashbacks they showed about young May and the mom, they were like great memories. So I'm like, well, how was her mama that bad? But then everywhere you show them say, take a picture together, and she was hugging her, and she was, wanting to take care of her, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. They should have showed a little bit more of the struggle that Issa Rae is trying to portray, because you can say my mom was a bad mom all day, but if I see positive experiences, it's hard to connect. So those were some things I loved. So Lil Rel, the guy off TSA from Get Out.
Yes.
He was fabulous. I mean, he really took over the screen as a force and as an experience.
Awesome.
He was amazing. And him and Michael Block were brothers. You can tell that from the trailer, so not a spoiler.
Quickly, do you feel like his character was consistent with the role he played in
TSA?
Get Out? Yeah.
In the sense of having comedic timing, in the sense of being loyal, in the sense of being wise,
Okay.
But in this one, he was like an older brother who was married with kids. He was trying to help Michael navigate love and not be so enamored with the idea of love, but understand the gravity of the everyday sacrifices of love. If that makes sense. So, but he was, and his wife and kids and that, but he was, I was like, wow. Every time he came on screen, I felt the energy in the theater lift. And so I loved him. And I thought that it also showed brotherhood, not like this is my basketball team, but it was like real brothers. We got the same mom.
Love it.
And sometimes we always get the broken family narrative, and so they really showed a great thing. So I think if they were to ever ask me my opinion, I would love to kind of show them like moments where it was like, and this was unnecessary, or this needed to go deeper, because when you're making a movie, it felt like I was watching my best friend fall in love, which is great and exciting. It was so sweet, and my best friend is falling in love, so I'm like, oh, yay.
I love it.
Right, I love it. But when you're making a movie, I want to see, like, there has to be a rise and a fall. There has to be an art. There has to be something, not dramatic, like, and a baby was here. But it needs to be something of depth. Like, when they broke up, I was like, this is stupid. Both of y'all childish. You too old for breaking up. For no good reason, right? Give me something I can feel. Let me feel like there needs to be a pull and a push and a tension there. So I think they could have, in the same vein of not making it a struggle of, in real life, we make hard decisions. Right. And I needed to understand that this decision was hard. Y'all, sorry. I needed to understand that this decision was a hard decision and not one that they could have easily navigated. So, I thought that. And then also, they didn't date that long. I was like, y'all doing a whole bunch to know somebody for 2 weeks. So I needed the depth of their relationship to feel deep, so when it feel like it was ripped apart, right? There has to be some emotional,
that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've been brokenhearted before. I know what that feels like. So you wasn't brokenhearted, sis.
Right,
you
not after 2 weeks.
Your little feelings was hurt. It's the difference between like, oh, you ghosted me, and oh my God. So those are my thoughts. I hope you guys, and I've read a lot of think pieces of people's opinions, so I think there's a consensus. But listen,
are you about to rate it?
I'm about to rate it.
I don't want you to rate it yet.
Okay, so
I just want to respond to this whole like struggle love situation. I love knowing that this is like a black love story that is not built around trauma, because you're a movie buffer. I have 4 children, so my movies are, I go to the movies a lot, but they're different. I've been having issues with like the black women in Disney. Like, why was Princess Tiana, why she had to marry like a broke prince? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like the same thing. Even like Pocahontas, she had a woman of color. She had to marry somebody who like was, I mean, that was based on history, but it's like we're just showing women, right? Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Another segment. But so there's just this perpetuation of like women of color or black love stories having to be having to be the result of some type of brokenness.
Yeah.
But I don't know, then Christianity, that's what it is, right? It is a love story.
Yeah, but it's all of
brokenness.
us. We're all broken
This
and
is
beautiful.
true.
And this same person keeps calling me. We're all broken
I
and
told her, do not, this is why I don't like when people call me. But no, so
we're all
that.
broken and beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And so it shouldn't be that you can have Cinderella and then
Right.
you have Princess Diana. Like, if we're going to be broken and beautiful, let's be broken and beautiful.
Right, yeah.
And
Because
I
even
got
Jasmine,
Yeah.
she's a woman of color and had to marry a street rat. I said, so yeah, I just thank you. I'm glad. I'm
marry
gonna go
down.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
And then this made me thought of that, and then we'll get to the rating. I know y'all like, okay, get it, we get it. I love this movie also because I got to see myself in Issa Rae. As professional women, as black women, rise to different rooms and rise to different experiences, then it's not always, and I guess in some movies they have been middle class, right? But it's not always this push and pull on the bus, baby daddy. I think that's some people's experiences, and it's valid, and it's worthy to be seen as valuable. But when you see Issa Rae, who is a curator, assistant curator at a museum, and the things that she likes, and they go into restaurants to drink. I don't drink wine, but drinking wine, it's not like, let's get up, mop for it. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's
their culture.
Right.
We are intelligent. We are educated.
And the culture, and it's their culture. It's not like their culture meaning they understand white culture. No,
Yeah.
I mean, the things that she did like an exhibit about black art, and he was a writer, and he talked about black stories, right? So it was still their culture, but it wasn't like this McDonald's street bus kind of romance. Nothing wrong with that if that's your experience, but if that's not your experience and you go to the movies, you don't see yourself in that. So I really did see myself in that, and I understood, like, okay, I love similarly to the way that she loves it. And so I thought there was lessons you can take from that on a very smaller scale. When you're making a movie, I don't want to be able to like text and still follow the movie. I want to be so enamored that my phone is off like it wasn't right now.
I support it. And that, it's important. Not even just like, as a black woman, I want to go and be able to see myself culturally, the things I like and enjoy. But also, if I, like, for my non-black sisters, like, I don't want every time they go to the movie, it's like, oh, that's the story for black people. It's like, no,
but
like,
girl,
that's the story for a lot of us, and it's valid, and it's beautiful, and it's great, but there are other ways, there are other narratives behind being black.
And black love, too. So, that was the movie. Did it make you want to see it?
I want to see it.
Okay, cool. And you'll see the highs and the lows. All right, so my scale. Let's get a drum roll. I give The Photograph 4.3 Killmongers. Can I cut my boy Michael B in half?
Go ahead.
We'll give him a nice rounded number. We'll give him 4 Killmongers. 4 Killmongers because the beauty and the foundation that they were making, to me, was bigger than the holes that I saw. And that it's something that, in theory, could have a sequel, which I'm all about a good sequel. Good sequel. Not a sequel for the sake of sequels. And so 4 Killmongers for The Photograph. So y'all comment below if you agreed, if you disagreed about my perspective on the movie, and then how many Killmongers would you have given the movie if you've seen it? I need to know.
Yeah, let us know, because I want to go see it. But if y'all tell me something different, then I'm going to be torn. So let me know.
All right, little large and second charge. Big boy, we hope y'all enjoy our movie segment this week. And if you like it, we'll do it more often.
Yes.
Experiences. This is one of our favorite segments called I Rise, but we are honoring the women who asked and answered the hard questions in our lives so we didn't have to. So Yasmin, who are we honoring today?
We are honoring Shirley Jackson. Now, I love her. Here's why. Shirley Jackson is the woman who created caller ID, and it was because she didn't like people playing on her phone. Again, if you watched 2 episodes ago, then you know why I love Shirley Jackson and her invention. Real quick, I want to also throw out that her scientific research enabled the invention of a portable fax, touch-tone telephone, solar cells, fiber optic cables, and of course, as I mentioned, the technology behind the caller ID and also call waiting. So sis, I can relate with her. Like, I don't like the phone, and sis was right there too.
Gotta stop playing on my phone, little boy.
Yes.
or was Shirley calling her trying to tell her about her man? Either way, it was necessary.
Yes, call waiting, call her ID.
Yes.
She got us together.
So what was her name again?
Her name is Miss Shirley Jackson.
Shirley Jackson.
Yes.
All right, well, let's give 2 snaps and a slave for Miss Shirley Jackson. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go. 2 snaps and a slave for Miss Shirley Jackson. Thank you so much for all you've done for our community and really the world.
Yes.
Our wedding is for the world. So thanks, girl. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite segments. I don't know if my movie segment is up there too, but this segment is called Fashion Foreteller. It's for my women who are trying to figure out, like, what am I going to wear? What's on the rise? What's the trend? I got you covered. And today we're talking about jackets, particularly like bomber or baseball jackets. I love them because they really kind of urban up or make a basic outfit pretty cool and pretty hip.
Yes.
No matter your age. It really transcends age. A lot of these jackets are vintage jackets, so they were even made in the 80s and 70s. And so I want to show you a couple of them really quickly and show you why I love them. Right. So the first one I want to talk about is this red jacket. I love it because it has these little accordion details, but it's just a basic color. So if you're like, I just want to do one color, it has cute pockets. Yeah, isn't it a cute? It's really oversized. So even when you put it on, it almost looks like a men's jacket. It has extra fabric in that way. And I just love a basic color jacket, but you can throw it on and make every outfit look really cool. Speaking of basic color, make every outfit look really cool. Yasmin calls this her jacket.
That's my jacket.
It's cute, isn't it? Now here's a tip. Now this is an extra large in kids, so 14, 16. So if you're petite, or actually back in the day, maybe 2 sizes ago, I could wear this jacket. So the back in the day, they used to call it husky when we was little. So Target has these brands, but it's for kids who are just a little, going through their chubby phases, and they still want to dress like a kid and look cute. So this jacket is like a gold lame, and it has that black and white. Love the sleek metallic vibe of this jacket, and it can transition a lot of different seasons. So this is a really cool jacket as well. I'm gonna show y'all these 3 together because they kind of all have the same rationale. So this one's a army fatigue cargo-esque look, but multiple colors. This one is one that I love and I've worn before. I'll send you guys a picture or post a picture in here. But it almost has like shields, like people, like the queen. You know how they have that family crest idea? It kind of goes along with that vibe, which I thought was really cool. And then this bomber has horses and chariots and warriors and carrying on, but the colors of it are a lighter color. So even though you may think that it'll be dark and kind of warrior-esque feel, but they use a lot of colors to contrast the actual pictures on there. So these 3 are fun if you are the kind of person who likes color, who likes design, who likes to step out of the box and try new things. These are for my colorful girls. And these, again, can take the place of just a basic denim jacket. If you're not a blazer queen like I am, then you can throw on a bomber. And they go great with tennis shoes. So if you want to add like streetwear and then a more mature look, this would be the jacket.
Yeah. And it's spring is coming.
It's
still a little winter, so this is like a good transition.
Yeah, like a topper almost. So I love all these bomber jackets. Obviously, a lot of these will be on sale. So if you have any questions, you can email us or comment below, and I'll put the prices for them in the description box.
Smart.
But if you have a bomber, a silk bomber, a regular bomber, I would encourage you to just throw it on. Like, don't think about it too much. If you have on trousers, put it on. Jeans and tennis shoes, put it on. A dress, put it on, because it makes every outfit feel cool, urban, and effortless. And that's really always what we're going for. We're never going for too stuffy. We're wanting to look just like, effortless. So if y'all follow me on Instagram, as you should, and if you don't, follow me at The Fashion Chase, and my YouTube page is also The Fashion Chase. I hope you guys enjoyed your fashion foretelling.
Yeah, thanks. And you doing a little challenge for us at the end. So this week, ladies, we are wearing a bomber, all right? Send us your pictures, too. We'll include you in the story. You mentioned that these will be for sale and we can buy them. I love it. What other things? Because I told y'all, Shayna gets me together. Yeah. What other services do you provide your clients?
Yeah, so I do personal styling, obviously, if you live in Nashville, but I also sell online if you have some things that you see that you like. And just on my Instagram, I love to do challenges. I love to do ways to wear it, 5 ways to wear it, 10 ways to wear it, because it's not really about the clothes as much as it is really about exercising your wardrobe and maximizing that for your enjoyment. Because believe it or not, the only decision that you're 100% in control of is what you wear. Mm-hmm. Everything else, traffic, work, kids, it always involves another person. Yeah. But what you wear is all about you. So I'm encouraging women to do that boldly and bravely and fully as themselves.
Yeah. She left one out. You also help because you want us to maximize our wardrobe. She helps you get your closet together too.
Closet clean out.
Yes.
I do those. Those are fun. I love those. They tell you like the psychology of a person, what they like, what they're drawn to, who they used to be, who they want to be. Closet clean outs are fun. So we do that too. So if you need any of these styling services, you can hit me up on Instagram or on YouTube.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much. I'm wearing my bomber this week.
Yes.
So this is a lot of people's favorite segment, and it is called Gas Me Up. It is for the woman out there who is like, hey, turning up, supporting her friends, like cheering her on, gassing people up.
Yep.
So Shayna, what is your Gas Me Up song for the week?
My song for the week, I heard it on the radio, and I was like, okay. Listen, this is an extra caveat. It's not really, I don't know how the Lord feel about this song.
Okay.
Because he basically is mad at everybody. But the beat rides, okay? Yeah. It's called Hot Girl Bummer by Black Bear. So it's the Hot Girl, I don't know the words, but it's riding. So Hot Girl Bummer by Black Bear is my song of the week. It gets me up.
I like it.
What about you?
My song, so let y'all know, I'm going to do a pattern, right? I'm going to give you 1 week, I'm going to be secular, which I'm just going to say that's my ratchet, and then I'll bring it back to righteous for my more worship songs. This week we're on a worship song, and it is called You Are My Champion by Bethel Worship. Y'all, it gives me so much confidence in life. I'm like, period. I'm invincible. Yeah. I mean, not me, God.
The Lord and the Holy Spirit in the temple. I'm with it.
Yeah.
So I listen to that song. It's called I Am a Champion.
You Are My Champion.
Oh, You Are My Champion by
Bethel Music.
I'm gonna add that to my playlist. Yeah. So that's our Gas Me Up songs of the week, and we want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Girl, I got questions TV.
Yes, and we want to encourage you to keep asking the questions, because on the other side of the question is a woman who is virtuous, who is confident, who is bold, who is just amazing. And we want you to be that woman.